Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and hoist the dinghy up on the davits. Now, on today's sail, we're going to be half on a starboard tack and half on a port tack. So it really doesn't matter which side we have the engine on. If you know you're going to be on, for example, a starboard tack, then you want to put the dinghy up in such a manner that the engine side, the stern, is close to is on the port side, because your port side is going to be low, your starboard side is going to be high, and so that allows water to drain in case it rains. So let's go ahead and hoist the dinghy up. I'm going to do it single-handed because I am single-handed right now, except for my cameraman or camerawoman, and show you it's easy enough to do by yourself, but if you have help you can do it a little easier, a little faster. So you want to get your davit lines ready to go. I've got these extra lines here. These are secondary safety lines, and then I've got my diagonals. So I'll get that all ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and do it on the other side. Put my extra safety line off. There we go. I'll also take this off the davits. I didn't do that on the diagonal yet, but I will on the other side. Okay, just hang it up there. Ready to go. Okay. The other thing you want to make sure before you actually start hoisting is that the swim ladder's up. You know, you don't want to hoist it with the swim ladder down. You're going to be dragging that swim ladder on your sail, and it's not a good thing for the swim ladder. So, all right, let's get the davits down. Okay, just release the cam clutch there. Pull it down nice and slowly, making sure that you're not getting caught. Keeping the lines out of the water when possible. Bring them all the way down to the swim step and even beyond. Okay, now with both hooks still hooked together, go ahead and jump on the dinghy. And in this case, since it really doesn't matter, we'll go ahead and hook up the bow to the port side. Okay. I also like to check the shackles, make sure they're tight. Come around to the stern. Lift up the throttle handle. Okay, now the dinghy is secured to the davits. We can take the painter off, throw the excess line in the dinghy, and it doesn't matter which side you start with. Let's go ahead and start with the bow. Since we're over here. If you're doing this alone, just do one side, perhaps about that far. Lock it in the cam. Go on over to the other side. Hoist it up. A raise. And it just slides right on in. Okay, stop there for now. Lock it in place. Go ahead and hoist over here again. Good enough for now. Go back over to the other side. Like I say, if you have an extra crew member that can do the other side, then you don't have to go one at a time. You can hoist both ends up at the same time. You want to get the stern up to about that height. Right about there. Maybe a little more. Okay. Lock it in place. All right. Coil up your excess line. then we're simply going to stow it quickly and easily on the davit support arm here. Right through here. Pull down, pull through, pull tight. And there it is. Let's go on the other side. You always want to have the bow a little bit higher than the engine, again for rain. We're also going to take the plug out. It rains, the dinghy fills up with water. That's a lot of weight. It could bring the davits down, so it's important that you make sure the dinghy does not fill up with water. Holding the ropes. Okay. Go ahead, put it through there. Okay, next step is we're going to secure the diagonals. That's this block and tackle here. Pull it, make sure I've got enough slack. Now you may have to come down with the camera to see this, but if you can see where the yellow painter is secured to that eye there, that U-bolt, that's where we're going to secure the diagonal. Okay, so also make sure that the line is going on the outside of the arch leg here, not on the inside. It won't keep it over to the side as well as it does by having it run that way. Then you can do this one of two ways. I just kind of put my upper body through here, or you can just simply, crawl down here and go down and just hook it up underneath. But I find it easier to just do it this way. So come through, get my upper body through the stern pulpit, and then just hook up to the eye. Come on back, grab my line, and then as I'm pulling, push the dinghy out so that I can get it good and tight. There we go. Okay, that's great. All right, make sure that cam is well locked, and then coil it up and stow the excess line through here like this. Now what I like to do is have a secondary safety in case the davits fail. I don't want to lose the dinghy, so I have another line here that I hook up to the chain that I use to lock up the dinghy, at night or at a dock somewhere where it's potentially could get stolen. Okay, and then this doesn't have to be real tight because it's not going to be holding anything. It's just there in case a davit fails. So let's go ahead and then just do what I do is just do a couple hitches. Okay. And so it's quick release in case we need it in an emergency. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and do the other side. This is easy to set the diagonals here. Let's see if I have enough slack. Yeah, I do. So I just hook it up to one of the chain links at about that height. And then just pull the line tight. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. So it's not going to go anywhere. Alright, you got it. Okay, and then coil up the rope. Now on the engine side, I like to hook up the safety line to the engine in case big wave comes along, hits the dinghy. The engine, of course, weighs quite a bit, and I don't want to lose the engine, so I just bring the hook around that handle, and then hook the hook to the rope itself. Pull it tight. Okay, then lead the line here over the stern pulpit, nice and tight. I again put a couple of hitches in there. Okay, now the last thing I do is I pull out the plug just in case it does rain, and we'll have no problems with the dinghy filling up with water. Also, what I do sometimes too, if I know I'm going to be in rough conditions, I'll take this short line here and just do a clover hitch around here and just keep it good and tight up against the stern pole. That's it. I don't know how long that took, but you can see it's pretty easy.